Now is our correspondent in Tokyo, Michael Penn. Michael, good to see you. Let's start with the most obvious question. Why did the PM decide to step down?
He clearly didn't want to. He was, as recently as yesterday, he went to the ruling party headquarters and declared that he was going to run again, that he was going to launch his campaign. But overnight and this morning, I think it was made clear to him that if he did so, he would not have support, and the outcome might be embarrassing. The main reason why this is happening fundamentally is very clear. His very low public approval ratings and a lot of anger towards the government over its coronavirus handling, and his own lack of ability to kind of communicate effectively to the public meant that many ruling party lawmakers, especially the younger ones and the ones who are more vulnerable, said, if we have this guy as our leader going into general elections next month, then the ruling party could very well lose its majority, and a lot of us will lose our seats. So he just wasn't seen as a good standard bearer to win elections.
He was also considered to be not very charismatic. You mentioned that he wasn't doing an effective job at communicating. How much did that play into his decision?
I think that's a huge factor because if you had a prime minister who could connect with the public and explain policies better, he probably wouldn't be announcing his resignation today. One of the main duties and responsibilities and powers of the prime minister is the power to communicate and guide and explain things to the public, and he just never had that. It was clear throughout his 1 year premiership that just wasn't in his DNA.
Well, so what happens now? I mean, what's the process? Who will become the next prime minister?
So Suga will remain prime minister until September 29th. On that day, there will be an election within the ruling party itself, not a national election. And there will be a number of candidates, probably anywhere between 3 to 4, 5, 6, something like that. And whoever is elected from that inter-party process will become the president of the ruling party, and by that token, the prime minister of Japan.
Quickly, I wanted to ask you, I don't know if we know yet, but are there any leading candidates to replace him?
Yes, there are. I'd say that the top two candidates are either former Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida or the current Administrative Reform and Vaccines Minister Taro Kono would be considered to be the leading two candidates.
Okay, our correspondent in Tokyo, Michael Penn. Michael, thanks a lot.